Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. This probably would fall in the category as promoting my sneaker channel, Sneakers Insight, but I decided that I was just going to have this episode be its own standalone episode, not be connected to any YouTube channel. Although, if you want to subscribe to my sneaker YouTube channel, I have one called Sneakers Insight, which I just mentioned. But anyways, I wanted to overall do an episode that I kind of did. So the original plan was that I was going to do an episode talking about our Yeezy shoes worth it. And I seen that I had already did an episode like that like 20 seasons ago. So can't do that episode. Can't do that. I should, though. I could just be like, here's what I have to say in a much more modern version. I can't remember when I did that episode, but I just know it was 20 seasons ago. I don't know if that was last year or some point in time this year, because I haven't really missed any days with my episodes and stuff. So when did this episode? February. So I did this in February of this year. Okay, so yeah, because I was like, I wasn't doing my podcast last year in February. So anyways, but yeah, I overall wanted to do an episode talking on Yeezys, but I had did that, so I decided that I was going to do one on Jordans and letting people know, are Jordans worth it? Because I don't think I did an episode like that. I looked it up, and I didn't see anything. So anyways, that's what today's episode is going to be about. Are Jordan shoes worth it? Now, Jordan shoes will forever be an iconic shoe. There's no way possible, because I was talking about that with one of my friends, that Jordan shoes, regardless of what the name is in front of it or behind it, Jordan shoes are going to be bought. Like, somebody is going to buy a Jordan shoe at some point in time of the year, all right? There's never going to be a day or a year when a Jordan shoe is not being worn, sold, bought, anywhere. Like, a Jordan shoe will forever have, like, a mark in, like, sneaker history, all right? So Jordans came out in the 80s. Everyone loved them, all right? Fast forward to the 90s, people was really loving them. Early 2000s, people was, loving them a little bit more. Now, recent years, everybody owns a pair of Jordans. Literally, well, maybe not like the older generation. There'll probably be like some people that didn't get a chance to try out Jordans, but literally anybody that's a sneakerhead has either acquired a pair of Jordans, wearing them, selling them. They're doing something with Jordans. But Jordan shoes, I don't see them running out of business anytime soon. So but the question is, are they worth it? Like, more so for a person that's wanting to wear them. Yes, any Jordan shoe possible known to mankind, from the actual Air Jordans themselves all the way to like those other pair of Jordans that nobody don't really be paying attention to. Now, there are some Jordans that I pay attention to, like that's outside of the Air Jordan family, because I know that there is the Jordan Reacts that came out a while ago. Those is pretty good and comfortable shoes. And then there's some Russell Westbrook. He also has his own pair of Jordans, which are nice. They have like these ones that just recently came out. It's like kind of like a SpongeBob colorway. I need to get my fan real quick. Hold on, but anyways, they have like a SpongeBob colorway, and I like those ones. What are some other ones? They had like these like Air Max Jordans that came out a while ago. Those are nice. I actually had copped those at a Nike outlet store. So the store, they wasn't even selling them like full price. Them shoes, I think I actually got those shoes for maybe like $100, and so I had to like look at how much I spent on them and things. But anyways, but yeah, there's cheap Jordans, there's expensive Jordans. You can literally find Jordans anywhere and stuff. But the cheap ones, are those worth it? Yes. And it's funny, but the reason why I say that is because the first pair of Jordans I ever bought, like, for myself, because before I was wearing like flight Jordans and things like that's what my family could afford. They wasn't trying to get like no $200 Jordans and stuff, because I was very, very careless with shoes back when I was a kid. So of course they were like, they went out and got me the cheapest Jordans and stuff. I still like, kept them clean and things, but they just over the time just deteriorated and got too small and stuff. So I had to get me some like good old reliable shoes, like bust them shoes out in some bad weather conditions. So for for the longest, I was wearing like Air Forces and Converse. I remember I had like a pair of like some of these like all black Vans. So I don't know. I wasn't really a Jordan fan when I was a kid and growing up. I just never really seen like the hype behind them. But then once you go out and then you buy you like your pair, the next thing you know, I have honestly, if I could do like a review video of all the like Jordan shoes that I have and stuff, like a sneaker collection type video and things. So because I have quite a few Jordans and things. What was the last? No, I had bought some Paul George shoes. I ain't getting no Jordans. But no, during COVID, I did get some, or like the quarantine, I did get some Jordans. I got the Flint 13s. So I went from like getting Jordans that I didn't know about all the way to like ones with like special names and all of that. Like, cause I remember and I still do have my first pair of Jordans. I'm probably never gonna get rid of those shoes. In fact, I actually was gonna just kind of give them like a deep cleaning and things. But them Jordans. So I remember I had just started working at this job in downtown Seattle, and I didn't really know too much about shoes. And so I remember the co-workers I was working with at the time, they kind of was like telling me a little bit about shoes, because there's these one Nike shoes that I still have till this day that I didn't realize that they had looked like some like old Jordans and things. So they was like, because I was putting them on, I think it was like after work, or it might have been before work had started, I can't remember, but anyways, they was just like, oh, you got like some Jordans. I'm like, nah, these are just like some like regular like Nike shoes. I didn't know anything about like shoe names, none of that. So I didn't know like Nike, Jordan, Nike. I didn't know that there was like that there's like some collaborations between the two, because I always thought like Jordan was its own thing. I didn't think that it was like started. I didn't know that it started with Nike originally. So anyways, yeah, that's how clueless like. But now I'm like, you can ask me literally anything about any shoe, and I'm like, oh yeah, or you can at least like ask me about certain shoes, and I will know about them and stuff. But like, not even certain, like the majority of shoes out there. If you have a question on any Jordans, Nikes, Yeezys, I can look them up and I'm like, oh yeah, I know of that shoe. I haven't really heard too much about it. Or if I'm like, nah, them shoes is mad uncomfortable, don't buy them. But yeah, I can like, that's why I have like a sneakers, like that's why I titled the channel Sneakers in Sight, because I'm like, it's kind of like overall like saying like, oh, there's some like sneakers like in sight of my vision, and then I can like give you some insight on some sneakers and stuff. So a little bit of a creative name. But anyways, but no, first pair of Jordans I bought were these Air Jordan mids, and there's like these paint splatter, I don't like, that's what I call them, like the Air Jordan 1 mid paint splatter. So Air Jordan 1 mid paint splatter, Royal paint splatter, I think that's the name of them. How much they're going for on StockX? 190. That's not bad. What about size 10? 220 size 10. That's good actually, but they look just like some like classic Jordans. They just got like this paint splatter on them and stuff. So and it's kind of like a dope concept, because I know when I originally had bought them, like I thought I was the stuff. I was like, bro, I'm wearing me my first pair of Jordans and things. So I didn't realize like there was like lows, mids, highs. Like I just thought that I'm like, okay, I got like the same ones Jordan was wearing and stuff. But then I was like, a little bit more research and a little bit more history lessons. Now it's just like, oh, so I don't have the ones he was wearing. He never even worn these and stuff. So yeah, there are Jordans that you would think like, oh, okay, you would see them on the shelves, be like, oh, he worn these. No, it was just a concept idea from the Jordan brand, because I feel like that there's two different types of teams. There's the team that's focused on actual like the Jordan, like the Air Jordan shoes that he was wearing, and then there's a second team where they're like, okay, let's just come out with some stuff for the people that don't really know too much. Like there's like they're a sneakerhead, they're gonna look at the shoes and all of that, but they're not part of the Jordan family. So it's like the distance Jordan family shoes, and then there's like the original Jordan family shoes. So anyways, mine's would fall in the category. Mine's is like in the mix. Like my shoes go back and forth from the distance family all the way to the close family and stuff. So anyways, so when I got those, the first pair, never like didn't know anything about them and stuff, and people are like asking me like, oh, you got the Royals, you got the Royal Blues and thing. I'm like, yeah, the Royal Blues, yeah. No idea what you're talking about. So But then as the time progressed on, then I knew a little bit more about them. So I had to say, like, to a person that doesn't really know too much about Jordan shoes, you probably would think that they're not worth it. But once when you get into like sneakers and things, then you'd be like, oh yeah, like they hands down are worth it, just based off of the history that's behind some of them, and then just with the technology that the others one has. Like there's some that I have where it's like it has good technology, but there's no history behind them. So I like those ones. And then there's ones like the Air Jordan 1s, no technology whatsoever. It's just literally like an Air midsole, and then that's it. And then just a dope upper and things. And I think that's more so why people have really liked Air Jordan 1s, like from like low top mids and all that, because of just the amount of like creativity that can be brought to them. So you can have like, and I'm telling you, you can think of like any colorway of any Jordan and stuff, and it's like it will work. Like, so if you're all like, oh, I like all black Jordans, they have that. Or I like some Jordans with some orange on them, they have that too. That's actually one of the most like best selling like Jordans of our time, are these ones called the shattered backboards. And I remember there was this customer that was wearing them, and I didn't realize like how expensive and how like dope they were and stuff. But I seen her wearing them and things. I remember we got to talking about Jordans and stuff, and then I think it was like during COVID, I remember looking them up, the price of them, and they were going for, let me find the name of it, hold on for a second. Shattered backboard, they're making a three, wait a second, did the ones that, I wonder if the ones she had was the 3.0s or nah, those, well, there's ones that came out, I think, prior, before. When did these ones come out? They don't even say. It's like much more easier to look it up on your phone, but 2015. So yeah, those were, I think, the ones that came out prior before, but those ones is going for $1,600. The ones that she had, I think they might be this one. Yeah, the 3.0. Oh, so she was wearing the 3.0s. Oh, that's actually not bad. They're going for $388. I thought they had been much more than that. But anyways, yeah, she was wearing those. And I was all like, oh, wow. So, yeah, they're nice. They kind of look, like, they look a little weird. But I guess, like, the name, it's like, it does kind of look like some, like, shattered and messed up shoes and stuff. So, it just looks like the paint is kind of, like, peeling, but it's not all the way peeled off. So, it has, like, a unique look to it. But anyways, but yeah, something like that, worth it, because, you know, there's like, and then especially them shoes being high tops, literally all high top Jordans, there's probably some high top Jordans, and I wish I would have known that at the time, because I probably would have gotten them, but there's some high top Jordans that don't really do so well. And then, but now I feel like that every high top Jordan that's been sold in the recent years have all just been like, they've been going for like double of what they actually had cost, because there is these royal blue Jordans, like Jordan 1 Royal, and it was like an all blue shoe. There's like the royal blues where it's like black and white, and then there's the ones that's like, it's like a bright bluish color. I can't even find them. Well, there's the paint splatter ones that I got. Dang, man. Maybe if I just type up like blue, then they'll probably pop up better. Them Gatorade ones are actually not bad. I'll buy those ones. But yeah, they have like these off-white ones. So Off-White, that's like a separate brand, but they've made Jordans like mad expensive. So you'll see the same Jordan without the Off-White name probably going for a little bit less than what the Off-White. Actually, no, probably the same, because I remember I thought like all the Off-White shoes did cost like $1,500, but they actually don't. Like Off-White shoes, like, or Off-White Jordans, they cost like the same price as like some other Jordans and things, but just because they have that Off-White name to it, people just spend or ask for more. I personally, on the reselling websites, I personally don't think that they are worth what people are asking for, because I know I'm not going to spend no $1,500 on some shoes, especially in the person I am today. Nah, I'm like, maybe if I was like a millionaire or a billionaire or something, that I probably wouldn't mind, because I'm like, you know, I'm a billionaire. $1,500 is like 15 cents to me and stuff, so that's no big deal. But ooh, those black and blue ones, it's like a sky blue, but then it's like a all black. I like those ones. Those are nice. I can't even find those like all blue ones, because I remember those was like a retro, like a OG retro and stuff, and that's what they call them. But I can't think of the actual name of them and stuff. But Man, that's messed up. They even have like these Spider-Man ones. I was like, ooh, but dang, that like, wait a second, hold on. I think cause I have something that looks like those, and hold on for a second. Air Jordan 1 into the Spider Verse. Hold on, cause I'm getting me a Spider-Man costume tomorrow, so I gotta see like how was he wearing them shoes. Oh, he might have had some like blue ones. Oh, those are actually not bad. Oh, that would be sick though. I should see if they have like get some. Oh, I do have some basketball shorts, but I would want some that matches with the Spider-Man costume. I wouldn't want some that doesn't go. But that's actually a dope idea because he has like so in the movie he has like these Jordans, and I'm getting that outfit tomorrow. That can potentially work, bro. Hold on, let me see the costume real quick, and then let me see the shoes. Yeah, Spider. Okay. Ooh, dang. I might be able to pull this off because I was thinking, I was like, get the looking at it and stuff. I'm like, I might just be able to pull that off. I wonder if it's like, I wonder at the foot part, like, hopefully it's not nothing that's like at the bottom or they're like messed up because I'm like, yo, I'm definitely wearing some Jordans and things if, because there's some that I have that kind of resembles the ones that he had in the movie and things, but they're mid tops. But I'm like, I pull it off and things, but them Spider-Man ones are actually pretty nice. I would rock those. I would, but they cost too much. Actually, no, they don't. How much these cost for a size 10? Because I'm like, yo, that's reasonable, but probably like years down the road or something, then 3. Oh, that's like for like little kids. I'm like, I ain't wearing no little kid shoes. I can't even wear no little kid shoes. It's like probably my like big toe can fit in it. Okay, here we go. That's still the kids one. Why they change? They make it seem like that's the for adults, but is this it? Bruh, okay, so like only little kids is wearing Spider-Man shoes. I'm like, I'm a grown man. I'll wear some Okay, here we go. Bro, I swear, man, it's like it's all for little kids. Like they just make it seem like that they no grown man that will wear them shoes. I will hands down. Is this it? This better be. Oh, so this is probably it right here. Yeah, them shoes is going for. So if I at least wanted to size 13, $5,000. You see, that's not worth it because them shoes was 160 when they came out. So my thing is like, nah, if they 160 and they came out, they're gonna be 160 when I pay for them and stuff. That ain't reasonable, but. Anyways, but yeah, there's like Jordans that are involved in movies. There's like Jordans like I know Spike Lee, he was wearing some Jordans to an award show. I think it was like for the Oscars. And he had like on some iconic, it was some Jordans that was made just for him. And then I think they ended up releasing them to the public and stuff, but they'll do things like that where there's like people that get Jordan specialized and made for them, and then once when they get released to the public, then the price then went up because they're like, oh, this was like the one, and then that's what I wanted to talk about because there's like what I was saying, like Jordans with some history behind them. There's these they call them the Flu Game 12s. And there's like literally there's a backstory on like almost every Jordan because there's these ones that I have where they were like it was Jordans like, ooh, even those can work with the Jordans. Oh man, bro, it's gonna be a straight up like Jordan. It's like I'm wearing nothing but Jordans in the month of October and stuff because I'm like I didn't even realize like there's so many Jordans that I have that can go with those shoes and things or with my costume, my Spider-Man costume. So but anyways, but there's these Flu Game 12s, and it turns out that Michael Jordan, he didn't even have the flu. I think they say he just had some bad pizza, but he was sick. But he still played, and them shoes, they just, from now on, people, they just call them the Flu Game 12s, because at the time being, I think it was being reported that he had the flu. But, yeah, everybody was just all like, oh, yeah, I want the Flu Game 12s, or it's like, you'll know when they call it the Flu Game 12s, they're like, oh, yeah, I know which ones you're talking about, but, and then, of course, like, the original pair, like, the Air Jordan 1s, the first ones that he ever came out with, which was these, like, red and white ones. And I know people, they'll talk about those like, oh yeah, those are the first pair of Jordans he's ever worn. And then there are some Jordans, so they call them like the banned Air Jordan 1s, because so it turns out that them Jordans was even banned. But there are some Nike shoes that Michael Jordan had wore when he originally got signed, because when he originally got signed to the Chicago Bulls, for those, people might have been thinking that, oh, he already had the Jordan deal when he got signed. That was something that I guess like, when you sit down and think about it, you're like, oh yeah, most people don't have a shoe deal when they originally get signed. If they have a shoe deal in college, then that's pretty dope. But I don't think, he didn't have like no shoe deal in college. Like he was making a name for himself and all of that. But anyways, but first year he was wearing these black and red Nike shoes, and I can't even think of the name of them. But anyways, the NBA has sent the Chicago Bulls and him a letter saying that them shoes are officially banned from the NBA and you can't wear them. So I know people are all like, but wait a minute, if the Chicago Bulls colors is black and red, then how are them shoes? Like, the same question I pretty much asked, because I'm like, there's nothing wrong with those shoes. There's players out there that wear some, like, bright green shoes, and they'll be playing for the Chicago Bulls, or they'll be playing for the Lakers, and Laker colors is, like, purple and black, or, like, any other, but the main color is purple, right? So you will want something that matches, and I guess that's what NBA was wanting, but they're all like, nah, like, that's the thing with sneaker culture, and that's why I think Jordan, like, why he releases so many different colorways, is because people are going to like different colors. I know that there's Jordans, just the ones that I was looking at. There's ones with different colors. They're a lot better than just some red and black or red and white or red and black ones. And so that's why I'm like, yo, I like different colors. So I'm like, and the cool thing about it is that you can literally wear a pair of Jordans with any outfit. Like, with any outfit, it's going to go with it and stuff. And plus, like, people are going to mainly be paying, because I know I wear like a lot of black, and so I can literally wear like any pair of Jordans that I want and stuff, like some green and orange, pink and yellow, blue and freaking charcoal black, I don't know. But anyways, like, you can wear colors like with anything, especially if you're wearing an all black outfit, because I know for a fact if I'm ever like in a suit, like let's say if I was winning an award, right, and I gotta wear a suit, I'm hands down wearing me some like OG ones or something. So I'm like, I got like a crap ton of ones I know I can wear. There's even other pairs of Jordans that I can wear, just not even talking on ones, because there's so many different types. There's and I think the ones that he played then was like 1 through 14. And my favorite pair are the 11s. Love the 11s. Although my favorite Jordan of all time is the Air Jordan 6, the OG infrareds. Like it was all black and it had like this red at the bottom. Love them shoes. Never ever will get rid of those shoes. In fact, those would probably be the only shoes where I would buy a second pair of them just because I like them that much. But anyways, there's those Jordans. There's so many different now they're coming out with some, because he's still making like shoes in the Air Jordan line. But I don't know. Like I don't know how to really feel about calling them like still like Air Jordans and stuff, because I mean like the Air Jordans is like them the ones that he was playing in. So I don't know. It's up to him, though. I ain't overall judging the man for calling them whatever he wants to call them and things, but he's just now coming out with some Air Jordan 35, so it's like them shoes, they still coming out. People still love them some Jordans. I don't see people ever, like, unless there's something that crazy that came out about Jordan, there'll probably be people that don't have a pair of Jordans that be like, oh, I'll never buy a pair of Jordans. But then there's, like, people like myself that's like, dang, man, like, I understand what he did is wrong, but I'd still like these shoes, bruh. Like, I don't support him whatsoever, but I'm like, I have these shoes. I probably wouldn't buy any more, unless there was like, unless they like went down in prices or something. But I know that would be crazy. I was like, I wonder what would happen if hopefully he ain't got nothing crazy behind him and things, but yeah, if it was like, let's say for an example, he came out and said that I'm voting for Donald Trump. Do you understand how many people? There'll probably be a lot of people. They'll probably burn like the cheaper Jordans, like the mids or the low tops, or the the flights or something, like the ones that you can get at like the outlet mall for like $60 or something. They'll probably burn them Jordans, but not in like them Spider-Man Jordans or the original pair, like, or the band ones or shattered backboards. Any of them ones, nah. I don't see anybody with ones that's like over like $200 on StockX or any other reselling site. I don't see anybody burning them shoes. If they do, I'm like, before you burn them, give them to me. Is it a size 10? Give them to me. I'll dispose of them as I'm wearing them up and down the streets. But anyways, I'm like, that's on Jordan if you want to vote for Trump. I don't care. I still like these shoes because they go with my outfits, all right? So, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you're purchasing any gear from Vacilo, make sure you guys use my promo code TMossBoss, and it'll knock 10% off your next purchase. I have an ad on YouTube where you can check out some of the gear, and also there's a referral link in that ad, in the description of that ad video, and in the description of all my latest videos on my main channel and my gaming channel. So go check it out. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.